AmaZulu Traditional Prime Minister Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi says he has contacted government to stop large numbers of people from travelling to KwaNongoma for tomorrow's memorial service of King Goodwill Zwelithini. Buthelezi was addressing the media at the KwaKhethomthandayo Palace on arrangements for the interment of the king's body called ukutshala in Isizulu, which takes place this evening. Buthelezi has called on people to protect each other from COVID-19 during the time of grief. For more on this story, let's cross over to Ulundi, where Simphiwe Makhanya is. Simphiwe, a very good morning to you. Obviously, we know the burial is taking place this evening, but talk to us what we can expect through the day.
Good morning to you, Leanne, as well as Sakina and our viewers at home. We are coming to you live from Mangosuthu Royal Palace. This palace, Leanne, is one of 6 that are under the AmaZulu Kingdom. Yesterday, Leanne, I'm just going to pick up on the point that you raised about the large crowds of numbers that the Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi spoke about, obviously in the build-up to the burial of the king, or the planting of the king later this evening. It does appear, Leanne, that there is going to be quite a challenge for the government, because judging by the numbers of people who have already been making their way into the KwaKhethomthandayo Royal Palace, it would seem that government is really having a hard time trying to control the numbers and ensure that there is actually an adherence to the lockdown level 1. But in terms of what we can expect, Leanne, today we're expecting GCIS to have a technical briefing which will outline what is going to be the plan ahead of the memorial service, which is going to be held tomorrow. But today, the visits by various sectors of people from the religious sectors as well as politicians is actually expected to continue as well. Yesterday we saw the ANC deputy president as well as the deputy president of the country, Mr. David Mabuza, making his way into the KwaKhethomthandayo Royal Palace, as well as the ANC's Secretary General Ace Magashule. The leader of the EFF as well, Mr. Julius Malema, was also part of those who came yesterday to actually send their words of condolences. And all of those leaders, and the message has been very simple. They are saying that the king, the late King Goodwill Zwelithini, will be remembered for a number of things, for a number of efforts that he actually made to ensure the well-being of people, both in rural areas and just urban areas as well. They have hailed him as a king who stood for unity, because you'd recall that when he took over the province of KwaZulu-Natal in the 1980s and as well as early 90s, there was just violence which engulfed this province, politically motivated violence, which resulted in a number of deaths, about 20,000 or so people losing their lives in this province due to the violence which we experienced during that period. The king has been hailed for actually trying to bring these all these political parties together to find a peaceful solution to the violence which engulfed this province. Leanne?
All right, we'll leave it there for now. We'll constantly be checking in on the events that are happening there. But Simphiwe, thanks very, very much for the update for this morning.